Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
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 सियावर रामचंद्र की
जय.
सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की
जय.
ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः. ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः. ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. ओम श्री जानकी वल्लभो विजयते श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शंकरं लोकशंकरं समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे नीलाम्बुजश्यामलकोमलाङ्गं सीतासमारोपितवामभागं पाणौ महासायकचारुचापं नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथम् अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि. Shri Rama. So in the last session, we saw one of the most beautiful portions where Bharatji's love for Bhagavan has manifested. It is always there, but we see in the entire Ramayana that Lakshmanji's love for Sri Rama is quite evident and has expressed so many times. So we know that he can't live without Sri Rama. But when we look at Bharatji, that love has not yet been manifested. Now, when the occasion comes, then everybody realizes how much love is there in Bharatji's heart. And that is why, as we saw right at the beginning when Bharatji returned, even when Vasishtha Rishi explained to him what can be done, what is correct according to Dharma, but he refused. And he said that only benefit for me is to be in the service of Sri Rama. You are telling me that I should become king and fulfill one boon of Dashrath Maharaj. The second boon has already been fulfilled by his other son. So I should become the king, and if I want, I can return back the kingdom when Sri Ramachandra comes back. Bharatji said, this is fine according to Dharma, and because you have said, I am sure everybody agrees to it and everybody thinks that this is the right thing to do. He says, but I don't feel it right. Why? Because other than serving Sri Rama, I don't have any other thing to do. And therefore, what I feel I should do first is go and meet Sri Rama. Unless I meet him, unless I seek advice from him, I will not be able to do anything. Forget about taking kingdom and becoming king. That's not possible for me. But unless I meet him, nothing can happen. He, contrary to the previous view, he convinces everybody else also to join and says that all of us should go. And we should go with the entire arrangement of Rajyabhishek. So wherever we will find Sri Rama, we will do the Rajyabhishek and we will bring him back to Ayodhya. That is what we all should do. And so beautifully he says that actually Lakshman Ji is so lucky that he gets to serve Sri Rama directly, and I did not get that chance because of my mother. So he says we should not wait any further, and we should all go convince him and we should bring him back. That is what I feel should happen. So from here onwards we will see the kind of purity Bharat Ji has. It is unmatchable. He also says that there are so many people in the kingdom also who are thinking and misunderstanding me, who are thinking that I am responsible for all these things in the way that I have plotted all these things. Bharat Ji himself feels that he is responsible for the whole thing. But not because he has done something, but because all things have happened for him. Kaikeyi did ask all these boons because she wanted to see me as the king, and therefore I am responsible. But many people think that I have actually plotted against Sri Rama and I have done all these things. And he says that I know only Sri Rama and Sita Ji will not have this kind of ill thinking, misunderstanding about me. Everybody else may have. Point to be noted, he does not even include Lakshman Ji. He says only Sri Rama and Sita Ji will not have. And that's what happens also, we will see. And therefore he says, I must go first and take his blessings, meet him, then we will see what is to be done. Listening to him, everybody becomes happy. They all start to go, and we saw so many beautiful things. Nobody wants to stay back to protect even their own house. Bharat Ji only finally has to make arrangements to protect everyone's house. And he does all that. They all start. They halt on the banks of Tamasa first. Then they go forward and go to Shringaverapura. We saw what happened with Nishad Raj also. He also misunderstood. He thought Bharat Ji is coming with the entire army to attack. Therefore, he got ready to fight. But then he understood that Bharat Ji is not coming for attacking or anything. He is coming out of love for Bhagavan. He wants to meet Bhagavan. So Nishad Raj takes care of all of them. We saw, and Bharat Ji sees the place where Sri Ramachandra slept for the night, and he can't contain himself. He starts to cry, starts to curse his mother, starts to curse his own prarabdha also, and curse himself also, saying that I am responsible for all these things. Nishad Raj consoles, gives upadesha to Bharat Ji that he had received from Lakshman Ji. And like this, next day Nishad Raj makes sure that all the people, Ayodhya Vasis, Vasishta Rishi, all the three mothers, everybody crosses Ganga Ji, goes on the other side. Nishad Raj himself is going with them to show the road where he has taken Sri Rama. And they go further. We saw they cross Ganga Ji, they go to Prayagraj first, then they go to Bharadwaja Muni's ashram. And that is where we had stopped in the last session, that Bharadwaja Muni also takes care of all of them. Riddhi Siddhi, they themselves come and start to serve all these people. They give all the luxuries possible, but the people have got different thing in mind. Their only thought is they want to see Bhagavan now. Mind you, many of them are the people who came behind Bhagavan, you remember? And Bhagavan tricked them in Tamasa river, and he went to Shringaverapura and they had to return. So many of them, they still feel that we missed meeting. So they only have one thing in mind, they want to see Bhagavan. Therefore, they do not even look at all the luxuries, etc. And Bharadwaja Muni also becomes so happy seeing what is unfolding, the entire Leela of Bhagavan. And even looking at what Bharat Ji is doing, he becomes so happy. He praises Bharat Ji like anything. He says, you are embodiment of Sri Rama's love. If Sri Rama's love takes a form, that is what you are. You are the best. He says, I remember when Sri Rama was here, he was thinking about you. And that time I did not understand why is he thinking about you. Now I understand that it is not Sri Rama's greatness, it is your greatness. Why? Sri Rama is God, he is supposed to be like this. Karuna Nidhana is his quality. But now I understand why he was thinking about you. Bharadwaja Muni also, praises Sri Rama, Bharata so much. So we see that this long portion, Doha number 169 to 217, this entire portion is what we covered in the last session. Now, they are going forward. It is said one very, Tulsidas Ji is amazing. He says that as they are walking, we saw towards the end in the last session, that as they are walking, Devatas make sure that they do not have any problems, not too much sunny day, not rain, no cold, everything should be balanced. And he says it is all by Bhagavan's wish only. He has gone on the path and made sure that everybody who follows doesn't have to suffer. And therefore, when it is too much of sun, suddenly clouds will come and cover. When the clouds cover, it will become little hot, little humid, then wind will start to blow. Isn't it? When little bit of wind and it becomes more windy, then again clouds will come back so that sun can reach. And interestingly, if you see the climate even today of Chitrakoot and the places around Chitrakoot is like this only. Extreme climate. Chitrakoot is one of the hottest place in Bharat. Temperature goes up to 45, 46 degrees. And in the winter, etc., it goes up to 3 degrees, 2 degrees. Same place, can you imagine? So like that place is even now. But they all are taken care of. And as they are going, some people if you remember, Tulsidas Ji had mentioned when Sri Ramchandra is walking, and there are so many people who saw him going. And he had said at that time that all the people who saw Sri Rama, Sita Ji and Lakshman Ji walking, they become eligible for moksha. He had said at that time. Now he says they got moksha. Why? They saw Bharat Ji. That time they had become eligible for moksha. Now they got moksha. See, that much is the greatness of Bharat Ji. And going forward, they are now approaching Chitrakuta, and we saw that all of them are eager to see Sri Rama, and they have very mixed kind of emotions. They are happy also on one side because they are going to see Sri Rama, but they are sad also because of the circumstance in which they are meeting Sri Rama, that they are coming to forest, he is living in the forest, Dasharatha Maharaj has died. Mixed emotions. Now all these things are happening, but there is one character who is scared. Now somebody will say, where is fear in the whole situation? What fear? Who has fear from whom? That character is called as Indra. Indra is looking at all these things and he is worried now, he is scared. Why? So he goes to his guru Brihaspati and says that, Maharaj, I am little scared. So Brihaspati says, what are you scared? You are seeing some amazing thing happening on earth. Sit and enjoy Bharat Ji's love for... He says, no. That love only is creating fear in my heart. Brihaspati says, for what? He says, Bharat Ji's love for Sri Rama is so much that Sri Rama may go back. If he goes back, what will happen to Ravana then? Who will kill Ravana? What will happen to me? So, see, in Marathi, we have one idiom, konacha kai tar konacha kai. Some people are doing something and some people are some tangent only they start to think. Here what scene is happening? Everybody's heart is filled with so much of love, and Indra is thinking, Bharat Ji's love is so strong for Sri Rama will go back, what will happen to, how we will kill Ravana and what will happen to me? So he tells to Brihaspati Ji that you do something You do some Maya. Saraswati ji he had sent, remember? He had sent to Manthara. Manthara's mind got twisted, then she convinced Kaikeyi. This all was Devatas only they did. Now he tells Brihaspati, you should do something so that Bharata should not meet Sri Rama only. If they meet, you never know what will happen. Now Brihaspati ji, first he smiles. This smiling is not out of love. He is out of foolishness of Indra. What kind of thinking this fellow has? But then he starts to advise, starts to console. And then he says, you see, first of all you understand one thing. No Maya etc. will work on Bharata. Bharata is not Manthara that you can twist his mind and he will turn away and start doing something. Don't even think this will work. That is first. Second, if you even touch Bharata, you will have to face the wrath of Sri Rama himself. Brihaspati ji says that if you do something to Sri Rama will forgive. But if you do anything to his devotee, he will not forgive. So, and then he starts to explain what kind of love Bhagavan has towards devotees. He says Bhagavan will do anything for devotees. He says not just for devotees. Those people who are serving the devotees of Bhagavan, Bhagavan protects. Bhagavan is not just protecting bhaktas, but the sevakas of those bhaktas, them also Bhagavan protects. And the enemies of bhaktas become the enemies of Bhagavan. So if you do anything if you even have bad thought about Bharatji, you will become enemy of Bhagavan. You want to be that? Be careful what you are thinking. Don't do such stupid. Don't even think of it. Forget about don't do. Don't even think of it. Now you see, in Srimad Bhagavatam, we will see one story. We see one story of Gajendra. And in that Gajendra Moksha's Katha, the Katha is very long and lot of things are there. But we all have heard the story, and when Gajendra's, is having that elephant is having the battle with crocodile. And when he asks for Bhagavan's help, Bhagavan comes. And it is said that Bhagavan with his chakra kills that crocodile and saves Gajendra. In one place it is said that Bhagavan gave mukti to crocodile before Gajendra. Then somebody said, but Gajendra was his devotee, no? Not crocodile. He said, yes, crocodile got mukti because crocodile was at the feet of Gajendra. Was at the feet of Gajendra for some other purpose, to eat it, but says Bhakta's sevaka, Bhakta's feet who is touching, that person got moksha before Bhakta also. That much Bhagavan's love is for devotees. Now Indra is mind, okay? Earlier also we have seen Indra is mind. He is Devata of our mind. Our mind is like this. When something good is also happening, selfishness will creep in and we will start to think about our own benefit. Now the moment Indra understood that he has made a mistake, now he is trying to cover up. And how he covers up? He says, good that you told me this, now I have a doubt. What doubt do you have? He says, technical doubt he is asking. He says, on one side, you are my guru and you always say that Bhagavan is sama, is equal to all. Bhagavan Shri Krishna also says, Samoham sarva bhuteshu. Name dveshosti na priyaha. I am equal to everybody. I don't have anybody whom I hate. I do not have anybody whom I love. And on the other side, you are telling that Bhagavan loves Bhakta so much that Bhakta's sevaka becomes his priya and Bhakta's enemy becomes his enemy. Now, which of these two things are correct? Is he sama or is he partial towards his Bhaktas? Please tell me which one is correct. See, we also get this doubt. Indra is trying to cover up, but what question he has asked is correct question only. Why? Because we also get this doubt sometimes. That often we say that, oh Bhagavan, please bless me, and Bhagavan will only bless those people who are devoted to him. Isn't it? And then on the other side we say Bhagavan is equal to all people, he doesn't have any favorites, he doesn't have... But which one is true? Brihaspati Ji's answer is very, very beautiful. So let us sing that portion after Doha number 218. Very, very nice answer is given. Let us see. सुनु सुरेश उपदेशु हमारा,
सुनु सुरेश उपदेशु हमारा,
राम ही सेवकु परम प्यारा,
राम ही सेवकु परम प्यारा,
मानत सुख सेवक सेवकाई,
मानत सुख सेवक सेवकाई,
सेवक बैर बैरु अधिकाई,
सेवक बैर बैरु अधिकाई,
यद्यपि समन ही रागन रोषु,
यद्यपि समन ही रागन रोषु,
गहहि न पाप पूनु गुण दोषु,
गहि न पाप पूनु गुण दोषु,
कर्म प्रधान विश्व करि राखा,
कर्म प्रधान विश्व करि राखा,
जो जस करई सो तस फलु चाखा,
जो जस करई सो तस फलु चाखा,
तदपि करहि सम विषम बिहारा,
तदपि करहि सम विषम बिहारा,
भगत अभगत हृदय अनुसारा,
भगत अभगत हृदय अनुसारा,
अगुण अलेप अमान एक रस,
अगुण लेप अमान एक रस,
राम सगुण भय भगत प्रेम बस,
राम सगुण भय भगत प्रेम बस,
राम सदा सेवक रुचि राखी,
राम सदा सेवक रुचि राखी,
वेद पुराण साधु सुर साखी,
वेद पुराण साधु सुर साखी,
असजिय जानी तजहु कुटिलाई,
असजिय जानी तजहु कुटिलाई,
करहु भरत पद प्रीति सुहाई,
करहु भरत पद प्रीति सुहाई,
राम भगत परहित निरत,
राम भगत परहित निरत,
पर दुख दुखी दयाल,
पर दुख दुखी दयाल,
भगत शिरोमणि भरत ते,
भगत शिरोमणि भरत ते,
जनि डर पहु सुरपाल,
जनि डर पहु सुरपाल, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय।
श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की
जय।
Brihaspati Ji says, Bhagavan is summer towards all. He is equal. But are the people equal towards him? That is where the secret is. He is same to all. But everybody is not seeing Bhagavan in the same way. So, each person gets according to what they think about Bhagavan. It is not that Bhagavan is deciding that, okay, this person I want to be nice toward, this person I want to be enemy. That is not Bhagavan's doing. For Bhagavan, everyone is same, but everyone is not looking at Bhagavan in the same way. And therefore, very important line, he says, Karama pradhana vishwa kari rakha, jo jasa karai so tasa phalu chakha. This is the karma siddhanta according to our Vedanta. What do we say? That this entire world is karma pradhan. Bhagavan has made it like this. Means what? He has given freedom to all. And therefore, how each one will perform actions, that kind of result that person will get. This is not because Bhagavan decides that this person should get good result, this person should get bad result. No. If that happens, then Bhagavan will become impartial. Bhagavan will become partial. Isn't it? He is same. He is impartial towards everybody. So he is not deciding, let good happen to these people, let bad happen to these people. He is not deciding. He says each person, how they behave, what kind of actions they do, they get result accordingly. So it is about what people think about Bhagavan. So if you have bhakti bhava towards Bhagavan, good things will happen to you. If you decide that Bhagavan is my enemy, Bhagavan will have to become enemy. That is not he deciding, that is each person deciding. In Bhagavad Gita Bhashya, Bhagavan Shankaracharya Ji mentions this. He says, Ishvaraha parjanyavad drashtavyaha. Ishvara should be seen, Bhagavan should be seen like parjanya, like rain. Means what? Rain happens to the entire place. Now, if you make sure that you have kept your field properly and sowed the seeds correctly and waited at the right time, then that rain will give you good result. Otherwise, if you don't do this, that rain, same rain will become cause of your problems. It is not that the rain is deciding that, okay, this person is nice, I like this person, so I will give more rain towards him. This house in between is not good, so I will not give. That is not what Bhagavan is doing. In another place, Shankaracharya also says that Bhagavan is like Agni, fire. Those who are close to the fire will get the warmth. Those who decide to go away from the fire will not get the warmth. Now that is not the mistake of the fire. If you want the warmth, you have to go near the fire. He says in the same way, if you want something good, you have to go closer to Bhagavan. Bhagavan is same to all, but it is up to us. And he says, Indra, please understand, Bharatji is most closest to Bhagavan. Don't even think anything bad about him, otherwise you will be in big trouble. Now Indra says, Maharaj, that is my main problem. What? That Bharatji is closest to Bhagavan. And you have just now explained to me that those people who are close to Bhagavan, Bhagavan does what they want. Imagine if Sri Rama does what Bharatji wants, he will go back. You understand my problem? Technical issue this is. I don't have problem, any individual, problem, personal problem with Bharatji. I don't have. He is a good person, I agree. But what he is about to do now is what is making me little worried. Brihaspati Ji says, my dear, you have not understood Bhagavan and Bhakta correctly. He says, their relationship is very, very different. Bhagavan will do what Bhakta wants, but Bhakta will want what Bhagavan wants. Just because Bhagavan is listening to Bhakta, Bhakta will not do anything that will go against the law. Bhagavan has given you word that he will protect you and he will kill Ravana. Bhagavan will do it. Sri Ramachandra will do it. Don't worry. Don't even worry about Bharatji, because Bharatji is a true Bhakta of Bhagavan and he will not make Sri Rama do something which will be bad for others. So this is such a beautiful thing. This is why we should study Bhakti texts. Because these secrets we only understand through story. That Bhagavan and Bhakta, see, their minds are very, very differently connected. Bhagavan will 100% do what Bhakta wants, but Bhakta will not want anything. And as we go forward, we will see. Bharata even hesitates to say that Bhagavan, you should come back. Why? He feels that how can I have my desire before Bhagavan? So both are saying, you tell what should be done, you tell what should be done. Why? Both do not want to put their desire in front. That is the kind of love that they both have. And therefore, Indra, stop worrying. Okay? Don't think bad about Bharatji. Indra says, yeah, fine. He starts to praise Bharatji starts to do Pushpa Vrishti, etc., saying that sorry, I thought about it, but sorry, now everything is fine, and they start to go forward. Now, this prasanga happened in heaven, Indra and Brihaspati Samvada. Now on earth, what is happening? Bharatji and other people are still going forward. Now they come near Yamunaji. They don't have to cross Yamunaji, they are on the same side. But just as Bhagavan had also seen Yamunaji, taken dip and then gone ahead, Bharatji also comes there. Now, earlier also it was said that Yamunaji's color is same as Bhagavan. Isn't it? Tulsidas Ji has got all the connections. So now when Bharatji sees Yamunaji's color, he remembers Sri Rama. And he starts to cry that, I am such a bad person, and he is in a loop only. He again goes, and then Nishad Raj again says that, we already spoke about this. Now come on, don't think like this. We said already that everything is under Vidhi. It is not anybody's fault. You should not think that Kaikeyi is at fault or you are at fault or nobody is at fault. This is what was supposed to happen. This has happened. Now let us move forward. It is said that Bharatji is not even able to walk. Now somebody will say, but Bharatji was not walking. What Bharatji did was, when they started from Ayodhya, you remember he came down because he thought Sri Ramachandra is walking on the ground barefoot. How can I go in Ratha? And then Kausalya Mata explained to him that you should not do like this. There are other people who will follow you. So now what he did was, he sent everybody forward. Vasishta Ji is there right at the beginning, and Matas, all the three mothers are there, and other queens also, and other people. And Bharatji and Shatrugna Ji are coming last. They are saying that we will protect from behind. And because they are at the end, nobody is watching, so they start to walk on the ground. So what mother said, he followed that also, that nobody should suffer because of me. Shrestha, they will follow me. But at the same time, he wanted to walk on the floor, just as Sri Rama. So he did that also. Now, there are all these people who are local people who are seeing now the whole thing. These are the same people who had seen Sri Rama, Lakshman and Sita Ji. Remember, and they asked them some question and spoke to Sita Ji, etc. All that has happened. So they all are now again thinking. Some people are thinking that why Sri Rama and Lakshman have come back? They went this side, now they are again coming from this side. What is happening? Why? Because Bharata and Shatrugna are also looking same. Shama Gora Sundara Do Bhai. One is fair, another is dark, and both are looking exactly same. Now some other people say that no, this cannot be Sri Rama Lakshmana. Why? Where is Sita Ji? Let's think na. Where is Sita Ji? And what is with the army? And why is the army in front and they are behind? And some other people, they come and they say, I tell you, this cannot be Sri Rama and Lakshmana for sure. Why? Because when we saw Sri Rama Lakshmana before, they were so happy. Now these two are so sad. What happened? Suddenly the happy became sad. No, that is not possible. So this is not Sri Rama. Then some other wise people came and they said, these are their younger brothers, Bharata and Shatrugna, going to meet Sri Rama. Like that. And they all also join. And now they see that Chitrakuta is coming there. Kamadgiri Parvata is there, and the moment, Parvata you can see from far. So the moment they see, they prostrate to the Parvata, and now the excitement is rising because they are coming closer. Now suddenly what happens on the Kamadgiri? Chitrakut, Parnakuti is there, Sri Ramachandra, Lakshman Ji and Sita Ji, they are staying. Sita Ji sees one dream at night, and she tells to Sri Rama in the morning that, I saw a dream that Bharata is coming here with everyone. And our mothers are not looking very good. They are looking very dull. See, now they are vidvas, okay? They have lost their husband. So their dress has changed, their kanti, everything has changed. She doesn't say anything like that because Sri Rama has not even heard of Dasharatha Maharaj's death yet. But she says that I feel that there is something, sad thing is happening. So Sri Rama also starts to observe. If you really think that Bharata is coming, and her dreams are generally true only. So he starts to observe. And all those indications are there that on the northern side he sees the dust rising, which means that there are many people walking. He sees that the birds are, disturbed, which means in the forest some more people have come. And by the time he is thinking like this, all these hunters and Vanvasis, etc., who had come earlier, remember? And they had said, you don't worry, everything, we will take care of you. We will take your... They all come running and they say, no, Bharata, your brother is coming with entire army and all these people are also coming in. So news we wanted to give. Now, Bhagavan's mind is again confused now. Why? Because the moment he hears Bharata is coming, he becomes very happy that I will meet Bharata. But then he thinks, why is he coming? And if he is coming with everyone, means he wants me to go back. Now I have given word to my father that I will stay in forest. Now Bharata, if he says and if he, insists, I can't say no. So now his mind is thinking what should be done by which I don't have to follow what Bharata is telling. So he goes on to think like this. When he is doing like this, we are nearing after 227 Doha number, we see that Sri Ramachandra's face changes. First he is happy listening that Bharata is coming and then he becomes worried. Now Lakshman ji looks at Bhagavan's face and he misunderstands. He thinks that Bhagavan is worried because Bhagavan thinks that now Bharata is coming with the entire army. How only we two can fight with the entire army? That is why he is worried. So Lakshmana approaches Sri Ramachandra and says, I am your younger brother. I am not supposed to say anything, but I just want to tell you, don't worry. Okay. This is natural. What is natural? Anybody in the world who gets power, their mind gets corrupted. It is natural. He gives udarana, examples from the Puranas. When Ambarish Raja got it, he became like this. When Chandrama also got that much fame, that much power, their also mind got corrupted. And all the other kings whose mind got corrupted because of power. So Bharata's mind getting corrupted is not a surprise. You should not be surprised at this. This is what usually happens. Abhimana comes to those people who are in power. And I have a feeling that Bharata was like this from childhood only. You remember I had told you one story that in the childhood four of them used to play. And I told you that story is not from this Ramayana, but reference is there in Tulsi Ramayana. That they both used to play, Sri Rama Lakshmana will be in one team, Bharata Shatrughna will be in one team. They are always together. And Sri Rama will play in such a way that Bharata should not lose. Isn't it? And Lakshmana doesn't want Sri Rama to lose. So the real rivalry is happening between Bharata and Lakshmana only. Because Bhagavan is on the other side actually. He is playing from this side, but he is wishing that Bharata should win. So Lakshmana says, from childhood only, you have unnecessarily shown some leniency towards him, and that is why this is happening now. But you don't worry. I am there. I will make sure that Bharata and Shatrughna are destroyed in the battle. He says, even if Shivji himself comes and joins on their part, I will kill Shivji also. Don't worry. Now Sri Rama doesn't even know what to say to Lakshmana now. Now when Bhagavan doesn't say anything, now Lakshman ji is getting more and more angry and he starts to feel that seriously. And then he starts to say that how can Bharata even think like this? He thinks that he's already has got a kingdom. Now he is coming here to kill you so that it will be, unrivaled kingdom, etc. How can he even think like this? He forgets that Shatrughna is his own brother, twin brother. He says, I will first kill that fellow only. He is supporting Bharata in all these things. And he becomes so angry and starts to, speak so much. Bhagavan says that if I say something now, he may break down. So Bhagavan does a Leela and one Akashvani happens. From the sky, suddenly they hear one voice. And that voice also starts to praise Bharatji, saying that who is there equal to you in valor when it comes to battlefield? Who is there who can compete with you? Even Brahma, Shivji, none of them can compete with you. You are such a great person. But when there are people with valor, they must think before using their valor. So if you go into the battlefield, nobody can win against you. But you must think, is there a need of battle or not? Now Lakshmanji says that first praise happened. So he was very eager what is happening next. But next warning happened. So Lakshmanji becomes little quiet, goes there on top of a tree and starts to see what is happening, who is coming, how many people are coming, what is happening. And by the time he goes on top of a tree, sees and comes back, little time his mind also gets to cool down. He understands that I think I overreacted. I did not get the full information and my mind did not process the information correctly. So he goes and prostrates at the feet of Sri Rama and says, Bhagavan, sorry. Now you please tell what we should do now. And Bhagavan says so beautiful. Bhagavan says, Lakshmana, what you have said, that people who get power, they get pride or arrogance with the power, is true, but not completely true. Bhagavan says, those people who serve Mahatmas, they will never get arrogance or pride when they get power. See what a beautiful thing. Guruji always gives one quote, no? That power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. But that is only half of the sentence. Power corrupts those people who do not serve Mahatmas. Don't you know what kind of heart Bharata has? He serves Mahatmas, he serves sadhus, he himself is a sadhu. How can you think that Bharata's mind got corrupted? And then he says, Sunahu lakhana bhala Bharata sarisa, vidhi prapancha maha suna nadisa. Sunahu lakhana, Lakshmana, listen. In the entire world that is created by Brahmaji, there is nobody like Bharata. Nobody has seen anybody like Bharata. Nobody has heard anybody like Bharata. The entire world may get pride, but Bharatji will not get pride, even if he gets the pada of Brahma, Vishnu or Shiva. Even if he becomes that, he will not get pride. What about just getting one kingdom? Bhagavan starts to, so much. He says, impossibility of Bharata getting pride is how much? He says, it might be possible for darkness to swallow the light. It might be possible that the clouds will eat up the sky, the space. It might be possible that Agastya Muni, who has drank the entire ocean, may get drowned in a small puddle. It may be possible that earth may give up her forgiveness, her quality of forgiveness. It might be possible that Meru Parvata, the biggest mountain on earth, may fly away by a whiff of a mosquito. That mosquito did foo and the mountain flew away. That is possible. But Bharata getting pride is not possible. See, each example is so amazing. He says, Agastya Muni who drank the entire ocean may drown in a puddle of water. A puddle also he does not say. I don't have the correct word for English. You know the cow's foot you must have seen, no? Gopada. When that falls on the ground, that ground has that kind of footprint. He says in that much footprint, how much water will be there? Agastya Muni may get drowned in that much water, but Bharata will not get tried. Think. He says it is not possible. There is nobody in the world who has more pure heart than Bharata. Suchi Subandhu nahi Bharata samana. There is no brother like him. See, all the time, Bhakta praises Bhagavan. This is a unique place where Bhagavan is praising Bhakta so much. Now, somebody may say that Sri Ramachandra's love for Bharata is more than Lakshmana. Is that the case? No. Actually, Lakshman ji, Bhagavan doesn't even feel that he is different from him. See, if you want to criticize somebody, if you want to praise somebody, you will always do it with your very closed person, correct? Why? Because otherwise there is a possibility of misunderstanding. And mind you, even if the closest person to you, you may criticize somebody else, but you will think twice before praising somebody else. Why? Because this fellow also will get jealous of that person. Imagine you and your wife, and you start praising somebody else in front of your wife. You had it. You are gone. Nothing can happen. Why? Because that person may get jealous. Sri Ramchandra is not even thinking that Lakshman ji will get jealous of Bharat ji. Why? Because Bhagavan thinks that Lakshmana is me. Opening up to myself. What jealousy? So never think that his love for Bharata is, of course his love for Bharata is a lot, but that doesn't mean that Lakshmana is at a lower level or anything. Bahif Prana he calls. In Valmiki Ramayana, etc., he says Lakshmana is my prana outside the body. If that person is not there, my life is waste. Later on we will see that when he faints in the battle, he says, I don't want Sita ji. If Lakshmana I am going to lose while gaining back Sita ji, I don't want. That's what Sri Ramchandra says. So we should not again misunderstand here, thinking that he is praising Bharata because Bharata is great. But that does not make Lakshman ji any lower. But we see Bhagavan praising Bharata with open heart. That's what happens. So Lakshmana's doubt is also clarified. You remember Bharat ji has already said that anybody may doubt me but not Sri Rama and Sita ji. So he had not included Lakshmana because he knows. And mind you, Lakshman ji doubting Bharata is because of Lakshman ji's love for Sri Rama. See, that is the thing that we must understand in Ramayana. Nobody has got any personal rivalry. Nishad Raj also doubted Bharata not out of any personal thing. Because of his love for Sri Rama, he thought that, how can anybody come and attack Bhagavan? So all of their, whether it is liking somebody or hating somebody or enmity, is all because of their relationship of love with Bhagavan. That is what is most important. We heard in Narad Bhakti Sutra, our primary relationship is with God. All other relationships are secondary. And therefore, to protect that primary relationship, even if I have to give up any secondary relationship, no problem. So everything that they are feeling, that Lakshman ji is feeling about Bharat ji or Nishad Raj is feeling about Bharat ji, is all because of their love for Sri Rama. But what is most beautiful to see is Bharat ji has not felt bad about anybody other than himself, and by extension his mother. Other than that, he has not felt bad about anybody. He has not taken anybody or held anybody responsible for all these things. So that is what is very beautiful. Then what happens? Then we come back from the mountain now again back to Bharat ji. Bharat ji and all other people are walking. They reach Mandakini river. Remember Chitrakuta, Mandakini? Remember or no? Yes, thank you. So Mandakini Nadi is there. You remember even Ganga ji is jealous of Mandakini. All that we had seen. So they come there, they take a dip in Mandakini river also, and they start to go forward. Now, Bharat ji says, I think you all should stay back. First I should go and meet him. Then I will call you people. So all the people, Vasishta Rishi and all the three mothers and other people, all of them stay back there. Bharat ji, Shatrughna ji and along with Nishad Raj, now they are going forward. Now they are approaching the place, and what is happening in Bharat ji's mind, Tulsidas ji goes completely berserk with all the description of what is happening, because all kinds of emotions are there in his mind. He is happy that he is going to meet Sri Ramachandra, but very sad that he has to see Bhagavan walking barefoot, and I don't know what kind of suffering he must have had when he is living in forest. He is angry at Kaikeyi. He is feeling bad about himself, saying that I am responsible for all these things. He is worried about thinking that what if Sri Rama knew that I am approaching and therefore he has left. He has gone to some other place now. Where will I find him? Everybody told that he will be in Chitrakoot, but by the time I reach, what if he has left? Then how will I find? So he is going through all these kinds of emotions, and with those emotions now he is approaching. We reach Doha number 237, where Bharat ji is approaching now, and as they are walking, he sees some places where Bhagavan's footprints are there. Even the marks on his foot. Earlier we had seen all kinds of holy marks are there on Bhagavan's foot. Dhwaja is there, and then Vajra is there, Dhanusha is there. All those marks he can even see on the ground that Bhagavan has walked from here, and every step his ashru, his tears are rolling down. He touches every single dust particle that has touched Bhagavan's feet and starts to put on his head, starts to put on his eyes, and starts to walk forward. Nobody can explain his joy. And it is said that seeing so much of love of Bharat ji for Sri Ramachandra, Nishad Raj forgets the route. He forgets what way we have to go so that we can cross and we can reach the Parnakuti. Now again Devatas become worried that if they forget the route, they may go to some other place and they will suffer more. So what they start to do is, they start to do Pushpa Vrishti in the right direction. So that Nishad Raj will understand, there is no Pushpa here, there, maybe we have to go there. See what all things are happening. And like this, they start, Dekhi Bharata Gati Akatha Ativa, Prema Magana Mruga Khaga Jada Jiva, Sakhahi Saneha Bibasa Maga Bhula, Kahi Supanta Surabara Shahi Phula. That Nishad Raj forgot the route, and Devatas are doing Pushpa Vrishti to show that, this side, you have to go this side. And that is what is happening. Then Bharat ji went, and Bharat ji could see the Parnakuti, the kuti that Devatas had made, you remember? One for Sri Ramachandra and Sita ji, and another for Lakshman ji. That Parnakuti he sees, and what a beautiful description is given here. It's like Pattabhisheka Bhagavan has Sabha, no? And we hear different descriptions. Vaidehi Sahitam Suradrumatale Haime Mahamandape Madhye Pushpakamasane Manimaye Virasane Samstitam. That in the middle of the entire Sabha there is a beautiful golden mandapa, and in that gems and all the diamond studded Simhasana is there, and in that between that on that Simhasana, Sri Ramachandra is sitting with Sita ji. Agreva Chaiti Prabhanjana Sude Tattvam Munibhya Param Vyakhyantam Bharatadivih Parivrutam Ramam Bhaje Shamalam. We hear that all the other people are in front. Hanuman ji is sitting, Bharata, Shatrughna and Lakshman ji is also there. All the Devatas are there, Sugriva, Vibhishana, everybody is there. He says, we always know that Sabha. Now there is a Chitrakuta Sabha which is happening here. And that is described through Bharat ji's eyes. Bharat ji sees that on a kind of Vedi, on kind of Peter, Bhagavan Sri Ramachandra is sitting with Sita ji. Lakshmana is in front talking to Sri Ramachandra. On all the sides of Bhagavan there are Munis, and there are so many great noble people who are there. Bhagavan is holding the bow in the hand, always ready, And he says, this looks like Lasata Manju Muni Mandali Madhya Siya Raghuchunda Jnana Sabha Janu Tanu Dhare Bhagati Satchidanand. He says, this is a Jnana Sabha, this is a Muni Mandala Sabha, this is Chitrakuta Sabha, where amidst all these munis and all these saints and sages, Satchidananda Brahma is sitting along with Bhakti. That is what this Sabha is, and Bharata just cannot walk now. Already he was walking by keeping one hand on the Nishadaraja's shoulder so that he gets some support. But when he sees this, he can't even walk further. That place itself, he falls on the ground shouting Bhagavan's name, Bhagavan Sri Rama, Sri Rama, and he falls on the ground. Now Lakshmanji, mind you, is facing Sri Ramachandra, so all these things are happening behind him. But the moment Lakshmana hears, he knows this is Bharata. Now he wants to go and meet Bharata for two reasons. One is his brother, and another, he thought wrongly about him. Now he wants to go, but he cannot go. Why? Because he is at the seva of Bhagavan. Now he can't leave Bhagavan and go there also, but he wants to go. Tulsidas Ji says, this is like the kite that you fly. He gives that example, that sometimes you let the thread loose and then again you start to pull. So Lakshmanji's heart is going towards Bharata, and then he again pulls it back, saying that no, I should stay here. That is what is happening to Lakshmanji. Now he doesn't know what to do. He only says one thing, Bhagavan, the one who is calling out to you is Bharata. Now the moment Bhagavan hears this, Sri Ramachandra, he gets up and he starts to run towards Bharata. It is said, his Uttariya Angavastra falls. His bow is fallen at some place. Bana has fallen to other place. He doesn't care about anything. Sita Ji is also left behind. Nobody cares. He just goes there and meets Bharata. Bharata is fallen on the ground. He picks him up and hugs. That is what is happening. We will chant that beautiful portion after Doha number 239. This is the most beautiful portion of Bharata Milapa. One of the most emotional moments. That is what very beautifully explained by Tulsidas Ji. Let us see. Sanuja Sakha Sameta Magana Mana
Sanuja Sakha Sameta Magana Mana
Visare Harasha Soka Sukha Dukha Gana
Visare Harasha Soka Sukha Dukha Gana
Pahi Nath Kahi Pahi Gosai
Pahi Nath Kahi Pahi Gosai
Bhutal Pare Lakut Ki Nai
Bhutal Pare Lakut Ki Nai
Bachan Sape Malakhan Pahichane
Bachan Sape Malakhan Pahichane
Karat Pranamu Bharat Jiya Jane
Karat Pranamu Bharat Jiya Jane
Bandhu Saneha Saras Ehi Ora
Bandhu Saneha Saras Ehi Ora
Ut Sahib Seva Bas Jora
Ut Sahib Seva Bas Jora
Mili na jai nahi gudarat banai
Mili na jai nahi gudarat banai
Sukha bilakhan man ki gati bhanahi
Sukha bilakhan man ki gati bhanai
Rahe rakhi seva par bharu
Rahe rakhi seva par bharu
Chadhi chang janu khech khilaru
Chadhi chang janu khech khilaru
Kahat sa prema nai mahima tha
Kahat sa prema nai mahima tha
Bharat pranam karat raghunatha
Bharat pranam प्रणाम करत रघुनाथ।
उठे राम सुनि प्रेम अधीरा,
उठे राम सुनि प्रेम अधीरा।
कहूँ पट कहूँ निषंग धनु तीरा,
कहूँ पट कहूँ निषंग धनु तीरा।
बर बस लिए उठाई उर,
बर बस लिए उठाई उर।
लाए कृपा निधान,
लाए कृपा निधान।
भरत राम की मिलनी लकी,
भरत राम की मिलनी लकी।
बिसरे सब ही अपान,
बिसरे सब ही अपान। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय।
सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की
जय।
ब्यूटिफुली सेज, भरत प्रणाम करत रघुनाथा. Lakshman ji says to Sri Rama, Bhagavan, Bharata is saluting you, prostrating to you. This sound that we heard is Bharata's Uthe Ram Suni Prema Dhira. Bhagavan got up from his place. His mind was so much filled with love. He ran towards Bharata. Kahu pata kahu nishanga dhanu tira. His uttariya fell somewhere, his bow fell somewhere, his arrows are falling. He doesn't care. Bara basaliye uthai ura laye kripa nidhan. Bharata is fallen on the ground. Bhagavan picks him up and hugs him. Bharata Rama ki milani laki bisare sabahi apan. Seeing this beautiful milapa of Bharata and Sri Rama, everybody forgot. So, Tulsidas Ji says in the entire Doha following that which Kavi can say anything about this. So inexplicable what is happening in front of us. We have heard about Bharata's prema for Bhagavan, we have heard about Bhagavan's prema for Bharata. And when both of them are meeting after this kind of viraha, something that is inexplicable. I think we should leave them like this for one day. They will not get this kind of chance. We'll see remaining portion. Next session we'll see. Let them remain there with each other. This meeting of Bhakta and Bhagavan is unbelievable. Veera Maruti Gambhira Maruti,
Veera Maruti Gambhira Maruti,
Veera Maruti Ati Dhira Maruti,
Veera Maruti Ati Dhira Maruti,
Geeta Maruti Sangeeta Maruti,
Geeta Maruti Sangeeta Maruti,
Duta Maruti Rama Duta Maruti,
Duta Maruti Rama Duta Maruti,
Bhakta Maruti Parama Bhakta Maruti,
Bhakta Maruti Parama Bhakta Maruti,
Veera Maruti Gambhira Maruti,
Veera Maruti Gambhira Maruti,
Gambhira Maruti,
Gambhira Maruti,
Gambhira Maruti,
Gambhira Maruti.
सियावर रामचंद्र की
जय,
पवन सुत हनुमान की
जय,
उमापति महादेव की
जय,
बोलो भाई सब संतन की
जय,
परम भक्त भरत महाराज की
जय,
सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की
जय।
ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।